Hi everyone, I'm teacher Andre from chrisamericas.com, where we help you level up and show the world the best version of yourself. Welcome back to our channel, where learning English is not only easy, but also enjoyable. Have you ever found yourself confused about the difference between can and could, and whether you're using will and would correctly? If so, you're in luck. Today, we're going to delve into the fascinating world of modal verbs and explore their nuances. By the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding on how to use modal verbs correctly and confidently. So sit back, relax, and get ready to take your English skills to the next level. Before we dive into the intricacies of modal verbs, let's take a moment to understand what they actually are. Modal verbs are an essential part of the English language, serving as helping verbs that express various nuances of necessity, possibility, and ability. These verbs include words such as can, could, will, would, should, shall, may, and might. Despite their small size, these words play a significant role in conveying meaning and tone in English conversations. Becoming proficient in using them can be the key in sounding more like a native speaker. Therefore, let's start our exploration of modal verbs and get to know each of them more intimately. Modal verbs are an important aspect of the English language that should not be overlooked. They play a crucial role in expressing various meanings that can make a big difference in our communication. For instance, modal verbs are used to make polite requests, offer advice, explore possibilities, and make predictions, among other things. By mastering modal verbs, you'll be able to communicate more effectively and precisely. That will help you excel in your personal and professional life. So if you're serious about upping your English game, you cannot ignore modal verbs. All right, it's time to dive in. Modal verbs are a category of auxiliary verbs. They are used to express the speaker's ability. They modify the main verb in a sentence. A few common modal verbs in the English language are the following. Can. The modal verb can is used to express the person's ability or possibility. It implies that the subject has the necessary skill, knowledge, or resources to perform a certain task. A few examples. She can speak Spanish fluently. I'm not sure if I can attend the party, but I'll try. She can play the piano beautifully. Could. Could is a modal verb that is commonly used to indicate past ability, possibility, or to make a polite request. It is a versatile word that can be used in a variety of contexts. A few examples. Could you please pass the salt? She could swim across the lake when she was younger. If we leave now, we could catch the early train. Will. Will is a modal auxiliary verb that is commonly used to indicate the future tense of the verb, or to express a strong determination to do something in the present or future. It is often used to make predictions or to talk about future events that are certain or likely to happen based on the speaker's knowledge or beliefs. In addition, will can also be used to make promises, requests, and offers, depending on the context of the sentence. A few examples. I will help you with your homework later. I promise I will help you with your project. She didn't reply to my message. She will probably call later. Would. The modal verb would is used in English to make polite requests, express hypothetical situations, or describe habits in the past. It can be used to convey a sense of politeness and respect when making a request. A few examples. Would you like some tea? Would you like another piece of cake? You would enjoy that book. It is quite interesting. Shall. The modal verb shall is typically used to convey a sense that something will happen in the future, especially in formal or literary settings. It is commonly employed to express a level of obligation or duty, as well as to make predictions or promises. Its usage can often be seen in legal documents or government official communications, where precise language is needed for clarity and accuracy. A few examples. Shall we meet at 3? Shall we go out for dinner tonight? I shall do my best to support the team in the upcoming competition. Should. The modal verb should is commonly used to express advice, obligation, or recommendation. For instance, it is often used to suggest a course of action that is appropriate for the condition or the circumstance. Additionally, should may convey a sense of duty or necessity, implying that a behavior or action is required or expected. Overall, the use of should can convey a message of guidance or direction. Let's look at a few examples. You should finish your assignment before the deadline. You should get more rest if you're feeling tired. They should have received the email by now. May. The word may has multiple meanings, and it can be used to indicate permission, possibility, or a wish. It is often used to express a level of uncertainty, as it can be interpreted in various ways depending on the context in which it is used. In some cases, it may be used to grant permission for something to happen, while in other cases, it may simply suggest the possibility of something occurring. Additionally, may can be used to express a desire or hope for a particular outcome or situation. A few examples. May I use your phone? It may rain later. Bring an umbrella. You may use my laptop if yours is not working. Might. The modal verb might is used to indicate a level of possibility or probability. It is less certain than may. It suggests that there is a chance for something to happen, but the likelihood is not as strong as when using may. A few examples. He might come to the party later. I might suggest a different approach to the problem. We might have a meeting next week to discuss the project. Must. The modal verb must indicates that something is necessary, required, or strongly recommended. It implies that there is a compelling reason or obligation to do something. In other words, it communicates a sense of urgency that there needs to be taken action. Example, you must wear a helmet while riding your bike. You must finish your homework before you can go out to play. You must try the chocolate cake. It is simply delicious. Ought to. The modal verb ought to is used to convey a sense of obligation, duty, or advisability. It is similar to the word should. It implies that a certain course of action is not just beneficial, it is necessary. When someone uses the phrase ought to, they are indicating that there is a particular reason why a certain course of action should be taken. Example, you ought to apologize for your behavior. You ought to take a break and relax. You've been working hard. As a responsible driver, you ought to obey the traffic rules. Let's tackle some common mistakes. One of the most common grammatical mistakes people make is confusing the usage of can and could and will and would. It is important to remember that can and will are more suitable for the present and future tense, while could and would can be used to add a touch of the past or a sprinkle of politeness. For instance, can implies the possibility or ability of doing something. Could implies the ability or possibility in the past or a hypothetical situation. Will indicates a future event or action. Would suggests a future event or action in a hypothetical situation. Shall and should can also cause a lot of confusion. While the former is becoming increasingly rare, it is still used in certain formal or poetic settings. On the other hand, should is a versatile word that can be used to offer recommendations, advice, or suggestions. So if you're ever unsure on which word to use, should is usually the best bet. Before we wrap up, here are some quick tips to help you master modal verbs. Surround yourself with English. Watch movies, listen to music, read books. Try to pay special attention to how they use modal verbs in different contexts. Practice, practice, practice. Write sentences, make up dialogues, and try to use them in your daily conversations. Join English language learning groups or forums. And don't be shy to ask questions. Use flashcards or language learning apps focused on modal verbs. The more you use modal verbs, the more natural they'll become. Alright, everyone, we have successfully completed our lesson on modal verbs. As you may have noticed, these seemingly insignificant words play a significant role in making you sound more like a native English speaker. By using modal verbs, you can convey a specific tone and add nuances to your speech, making your communication more precise and polite. Keep up the great work, and I wish you all the best in your learning journey. And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash the like button, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe for more English mastery tips. Until next time, keep practicing and you'll be communicating like a pro in no time. Check out our other videos on English grammar right here. And don't forget to follow us on social media for daily language tips and resources. If you want to learn more, go to our website, chrisamericas.com. I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.